当我们谈到惠普尔手术 （Whipple Procedure） 或称胰十二指肠切除术时，不妨回顾苹果公司创办人乔布斯 （Steve Jobs） 的故事。他在2003年被诊断出患有胰腺癌，并于2004年接受了这项手术。此后，他幸存多年，直到2011年去世，为人们展现了这项手术可能带来的正面影响。
So today I'm going to discuss about the Whipple's procedure. The Whipple's procedure involves removing the head of the pancreas, the first part of the intestine, also known as the duodenum, and along with that, the bile duct and the gallbladder as well. So liver, for Whipple's procedure, it is mostly done for malignant tumors of the duodenum, the bile duct, the distal bile duct, or the head of the pancreas region. So with most surgical cases, we tend to get quite a few complications in relation to the Whipple's procedure. The most devastating of all complications is when there is a leak in either of the pancreatic anastomosis, the biliary anastomosis, or the stomach anastomosis. So out of the three different anastomosis, the pancreatic leaks cause the most problems and are most difficult to manage. And they can be graded depending on the severity of the leaks. Very minor leaks, or what we call biochemical leaks, or grade A leaks, can be managed conservatively or without any intervention whatsoever. In cases where the leaks require further intervention, then they can be reclassified into either grade B or grade C leaks. Grade C leaks tend to require repeat surgeries, or if the leak is bad and the prognosis is not too good, the patient can eventually end up with mortalities as well. In terms of digestion associated with the post-Whipple's procedure, you tend to have no problems in eating your normal foods and going to toilets normally as well. Sometimes you may require pancreatic enzyme supplements when the pancreas doesn't work as well as it's supposed to, and those can be controlled with taking tablets prior to your meals, and that will aid in digestion of mostly fat-associated digestion. Apart from that, in the proximal part of the head of the pancreas region, diabetes may not be a problem in those cases, as opposed to those who require surgery of the distal part of the tail part of the pancreas, where most of the cells which control diabetes are located. So over the years, most of the Whipples that we've been doing were open procedures, or where we make big incisions in your abdomen to get to the organs and then to remove them. Advancements in various tools that we have incorporated into doing the Whipple's procedure to control bleeding and to improve on our stitching and anastomosis methods. Over the years, we've got better and better at it. And now the advancements is we've started using laparoscopic procedures to do this Whipple's procedure. Yes, the effect on the surgeon is there because it takes a longer duration, and the learning curve is still present at the moment for laparoscopic Whipple's procedure. But the benefit falls onto the patient, as the procedure involves smaller incisions, earlier recovery, better recovery, and earlier to get to your oncologist for chemotherapy after the surgery. Robotic is very, very new in Whipple's procedure. It takes much longer, and the learning curve is even longer compared to laparoscopic surgery. But because of the dexterity of the instruments being used in robotic surgery, it translates to better surgical outcomes for the patient, as well as it also improves the skills of the surgeon in terms of duration of surgery and the outcome of the surgery itself. Steve Jobs was diagnosed with a pancreatic head tumor in 2003, and he had his surgery done in 2004. And subsequently, he survived through his Whipple's procedures up to 2011. That's when he passed away. In fact, prior to his deceased status, he also underwent a liver transplant for metastatic disease of his tumor. How Steve Jobs is different is that Steve Jobs had a neuroendocrine tumor of the pancreas. Now, those tumors are slow growing and slowly progressive compared to the ones that we see most commonly, which is the adenocarcinoma ovarian, which is more aggressive, more rapidly progressive, and it metastasizes very early. In fact, most of the adenocarcinomas of the pancreas, they usually present to us with a very late stage, and only 20% of those patients end up on the operating table. And out of the 20% who are operated, some of them we won't even be able to proceed with the surgery when we open them up. And we have to close them up and send them for chemotherapy after that. In Steve Jobs' neuroendocrine tumor, it's a very slow growing tumor, so it doesn't metastasize very early. Once his Whipple surgery was done, his recovery after the Whipples didn't really affect the tumor spread and tumor progression after that, which is why he only developed his recurrence much, much later compared to the ones that we see in our centers, in the local centers in Malaysia.